Hey everyone, I'm here with the Omniculous Containment Entity Bureau. This is another installment in our series covering contained entities, events, and incidents that have been classified as highly anomalous. Today we will be discussing file number 3877, codename Snakecrawl. Please note that unauthorized disclosure of this information is strictly prohibited by OmniConsole and could result in severe legal repercussions. If you want to learn more about other similar files, there is a link to the playlist in the description. Also note that this video is not intended to scare or upset viewers. Rather, it serves as a public awareness campaign as well as a recruitment tool for the organization. If you would like to apply to join us, follow the link in the description. Classified eyes only. Begin log. Code number 3877. Designation: Snakecrawl category, paranormal, biological type unknown. Threat level, 2-4, variable. Status, active. Overview. Entity 3877, codenamed Snakecrawl, is a hostile creature reported to attack individuals while they are seated on toilets. It has been suggested that the creature may be targeting vulnerable individuals, or that it is attracted to certain chemicals found in cleaning products. However, this hypothesis appears to be false, as the entity has even attacked Foundation personnel, who were specifically briefed on the anomaly and were on high alert. Though described as snake-like, its biological identity remains unconfirmed. Victims consistently present with bite marks resembling those of venomous snakes. However, forensic testing via Omniculous biovenom analyzers reports non-standard venom composition. The venom mimics known types, but exhibits foreign proteins and chemical anomalies suggesting non-terrestrial or significantly altered genetic properties. Documented behavior. Entity 3877 appears to target victims while they are in bathrooms engaged in the use of toilet facilities. In most cases, victims report being bitten on the hand or foot while seated on the toilet. The majority of these incidents occur during standard hours at public restrooms, such as shopping malls, subways, and airports. As victims are most vulnerable when using public restrooms, the entity is hypothesized to utilize the plumbing system within the walls and floors to approach its victims from below the toilet bowl. Witnesses describe a sensation of water displacement prior to the attack, though this could also be attributed to the victim's bladder releasing in response to the surprise attack. After biting its victim, the entity is reported to flee back through the toilet plumbing, leaving behind no physical trace of its presence. In extremely rare confirmed cases, victims have experienced excruciating pain, vivid hallucinations, or death within minutes of the bite. In one case, Field Agent Us accidentally encountered the entity while on his mandated 15-minute break. The agent survived the encounter but was incapacitated for several hours, and all recording equipment in his immediate vicinity malfunctioned or was completely wiped. This suggests an ability on the part of the entity to induce a localized electromagnetic interference or data corruption effect. Furthermore, a normal snake was found in the nearby stall, but its venom did not match the bite found on the agent. This reinforces the theory that the entity is either mimicking local fauna or is a shape-shifting anomaly that can partially phase into our dimension. Notable notes. There may be thousands of cases of snake-crawl attacks that have been misdiagnosed as mundane snake bites. The kill count is currently unknown, but is estimated to be somewhere in the hundreds, if not millions. At this time, snake-crawl is considered a global-scale anomaly that cannot be tracked or lured. Various attempts to flush the entity out using bait, extreme cold or heat, and even radiation have all failed. Due to the fact that the entity appears to be drawn to populated areas, it is hypothesized that it feeds off the fear and stress produced by densely populated urban centers. Omniculous action taken. In response to the snake-crawl threat, the Omniculous Containment Entity Bureau has taken several precautions. First, the Sewer Watch protocol has been initiated, wherein all major plumbing networks in affected areas are placed under constant surveillance. Second, all field personnel have been briefed to scan all bathroom stalls for traces of venom before using the facilities themselves. And third, Any bathroom-based field operations now require a minimum of 2 agents with 1 designated for extraction in case of a hostile encounter. Additional theories. Currently, there is debate within the organization as to the true nature of Snakecrawl. Some believe that the entity is actually dimensionally phased, only partially materializing within our own plane of existence. Others believe that it may be connected to a previously unknown shape-shifting anomaly. Still, others believe that the entity is a creature mimicking terrestrial fauna that somehow learned to utilize plumbing systems for stalking and ambushing prey. It has also been suggested that the entity possesses some form of intelligence and is capable of planning its attacks, choosing times and locations where victims are most likely to be vulnerable and privacy is at its highest. At this time, the true nature of the Snakecrawl anomaly remains unknown. However, it is clear that the entity poses a serious threat to global security. As such, the Omniculous Containment Entity Bureau will continue to monitor the situation and take all necessary precautions to protect the public from harm. End log. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. However, due to the sensitive nature of the information contained in these files, many questions may go unanswered. If you want to learn more about our organization, please visit our website or contact us through the provided means.